So in this exercise, we're going to go over problem 5 in chapter 2 from the homework. Here's a refresh page of the problem. We're asked to calculate the final amount of dollars found in an investment account. We have P as our first given variable. That's the amount initially invested. We have R, the interest rate that the account earns. N, the number of times per year interest is compounded. And T, the number of years the account grows for. So again, our goal is to calculate A. That will be the final amount of dollars left in the account after it grows after a certain number of years. Our givens are shown here in our code. $10,000 is our initial principal invested. Interest is compounded 12 times per year, so it's compounded monthly. Our interest rate is 8%, expressed here as a fraction, or 0.08. And the number of years the account grows for is a solicited input from the user. So we use the input command. Because it will then be used in this calculation. Again, this calculation is simply this equation expressed in Python code. Because our number of years is an input or a string, we need to convert it to a numerical value using a float. And this will be our output. So we'll look here at the first print line that I used. But after the initial investment of P dollars, the amount has grown to our calculated value. We're using round here because we want our calculated value to be expressed as a normal dollar figure. So we're rounding to 2 figures. After response, again, that's our input for number of years. Okay, so how many years will the money be compounded for? Again, this is being displayed because of our input command. So let's pick 17 years. Okay, after the initial investment of 10,000, the amount has grown to 38,000. Wow, after 17 years. This is where I'm going to insert my screencast link. So while this is accurate and gives us a good response, it's not quite American, like English proper sentence. It's not quite grammatical. You can see the spacing here around every number value. It just reads a little bit funny. So I've come up with the second line of code. The second line of code takes our variables and converts them to strings. This allows us to be much more particular for how it prints. As you can see before, any numerical value gives the print gives space around each side of it. Here we want it to be flush with the $sign and read smoothly. So we've converted it to a string. Let's rerun the code. Here, I can pull it all the way out so we can look at it. Okay, let's rerun the code, module. Again, here, 17 years, just for comparison. Perfect. So it prints in a way that's legible. That's it. Again, this is exercise 5 from chapter 2 of the Python homework. Thank you.